Here we go, D. Get off the field.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run once more with Edwards. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring on second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration. There as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, alert 48.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 27 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're running it. Alert 3, alert 3.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Gets this one to use check. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. McCaffrey running up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Purdy. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. offense set at the line for this next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Jackson on first down.
Right side, there's Likely with it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All day, every day, any day. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Second down and 7.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
A great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here.
Being chased out left. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Pretty impressive play. Scrambled out of the pocket. Now, it took some guts to throw that ball because the defender was right there.
Tells you also that his offensive line understands who he is. You don't just get one block on a play. Be prepared for 2 or 3 in order to help keep the play alive, and that allowed for the completion downfield. That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw again on 2nd down.
Purdy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. I'm coming.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Edwards.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Once more, Edwards. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action, now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here we go. Right here. Double tight. Alert.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Hey, check Mike 6. Watch one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike 6. Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
From the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The ball Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to Robinson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Complete to Likely.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Again, it's Edwards. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.